Good morning, friends. I am CA Parikshit Badade. Continuing the bank audit series, in this video, I have come up with a certification issue. Certificate on penalty levied for non-maintenance of minimum balances in saving account. Since inception, I am wondering why this certificate is taken at a branch level. There are a number of reasons to comment on this that this certificate should be at central level. Friends, let's begin the topic so that you can also agree with my view that this certificate is not or cannot be commented properly at the branch level. Let's first of all, we will see the certificate content. We certify that while levying charges for non-maintenance of minimum balances in saving account, branch is adhering to the guidelines contained in RBI circular. I have mentioned over here the RBI circular detail. Further details are FCD code of income and expenditure head, particulars amount, and below that certificate it is mentioned that we also certify that branch is not levying the penal charges for non-maintenance of minimum balance in inoperative accounts. Note, the branch auditor should test check from the selected samples of saving bank account in which such charges are leviable and have been debited and marked as a lien. Friends, this is the language which we have to certify in the certification for the bank branch audit. And it is specifically mentioned that the guidelines of RBI circular are complied, yes or no. So let us understand what RBI has mentioned in this particular RBI guideline. I have also extracted the paragraph 5.4 of RBI circular dated 1st July 2015 on customer service. In RBI circular, it is clearly mentioned that at the time of account opening, banks should inform their customer in a transparent manner the requirement of maintaining minimum balance and levying charges. Secondly, 1 month prior notice should be given while debiting the such charges. Third one, after debiting such charges, the account holder should be intimated for such charges. And with effect from 6 May 2014, any charges for minimum balance should not be levied to inoperative account. This is the first paragraph 5.4. So 4 condition. First one, at the time of account opening, it should be mentioned very specifically to the customer. That's fine, no problem. Second one, 1 month notice should be given. How at branch level we will come to know that whether 1 month notice is given to not? Because branch is not following any type of guidelines to the customers. Third one, after debiting the charges, bank should intimate to the customer. Again, this issue will be a critical one. How we can judge that whether the bank has complied with this guideline or not? From the auditing experience, I can say that at branch level, these things are not done. Maybe probable at the head office level, bank has a system of emails, bank has a system of SMS, by way of which they can intimate to the customer 1 month also that your minimum balance is not maintained, and after debiting the charges, you get the SMS. But definitely at the branch level, it is difficult to mention this point are complied, yes or no. Again, when we go to paragraph 5.4.1, some additional conditions are there. Let me see that. 5.4.1. First condition, as explained, the bank should notify the customer clearly by SMS, email, or letter. In the event of minimum balance not being restored in the account within a month from date of notice, penal charges will be applicable. Meaning that the bank should give a notice to the customer 1 month prior that your account is not having the minimum balance. And if you do not maintain the account balance within 1 month, the charges will be debited. The mode of communication mentioned in this circular is that it may be SMS, it may be email or letter. Definitely the bank have their own system to submit this type of notices to the customer. But my friends, definitely this is not applicable at the branch level. All SMSs emails are forwarded through the head office only. So that I am speaking that this at a branch level, we are difficult position to comment on this. Second one, if the balances are not resorted in a within reasonable period, the reasonable period should not be less than 1 month. The charges may be recovered under the intimation to the account holder, meaning that the account holder should be given specific intimation that your account is debited by so and so minimum balance charges because you are not maintained the balance as per our previous notice so and so. Friends, generally, I do not think this type of compliances are made by the bank, but let us see what each bank has made the system for the same. Third one, the policy on the penal charges approved by the board of the bank. Yeah, definitely. All banks have their policy by which if the minimum balance is not maintained, the banks are debiting the penal charges. So the policies are made at head office level. Fourth one, the penal charges should be directly proportional to the extent of shortfall observed. This is a very different condition I observe. In this case, they are saying that if your minimum balance is 5,000 and if your balance is 4,000, so your shortfall is 1,000 rupees. So the charges should be debited accordingly to the fixed percentage of the difference between the actual balance maintained and minimum balance to be maintained. So the charges should be levied on 5,000 minus 4,000, that is 1,000 rupees only. But frankly speaking, all banks have the flat structures. So this condition may or may not be fulfilled. If there is a lacuna, we should comment in our report for this same. Because I have seen in many banks, if the minimum balance charges are not maintained, you will be debited 500 rupees plus taxes. Some banks may have 300, some banks may have 750. But no such type of differences between the actual balance maintained and to be maintained and a fixed proportion to that I have seen. Then penal charges should be reasonable. Now the reasonable definition, who will decide what is a reasonable? The reasonable is from the angle of bank only. What they want to be charged, that seem to be reasonable. And the last one, the saving account balance should not turn to negative balance. Again, this system is to be seen at the head office level because the parameters for debiting the minimum balance penalty charges are set by the head office only. The branch are not at a discretionary power to set such minimum balance penalties. Again, if the accounts are in negative balance, the head office should have the system to restrict the same. Friends, with all this background, I can conclude that, or you will also agree with me that most of the things are at the head office level, not at the branch level. So my opinion for all of you is that whenever you go to the branch level, see whether the branch manager can explain all these things, take a written representation from him that all things are complied, and then only you sign the report because certification is compulsory. So friends, in this video, I have covered the penalty charges for non-maintenance of minimum balance. In nutshell, a 1 month notice should be given prior to debiting the charges, and after debiting the charges, a specific intimation given should be given to the customer. In inoperative accounts, no penal charges should be debited. Due to the penal charges, the saving account should not be in negative balance. All these we have to see on a sample basis, and we should report the same in our report, qualification marks. Friends, thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please share the video and subscribe the channel for more informative videos. Thank you, friends.